In this, we are asked to predict the IUPAC naming, right? So in the compound IUPAC name என்னன்னு கேக்குறாங்க. இங்க நமக்கு என்னெல்லாம் function groups நம்ம ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணலாம்? Ketone, alcohol, carboxylic acid. So preferred is carboxylic acid, இல்லையா? So this is your carbon. So we have to start numbering from your carboxylic acid functional group, இல்லையா? So 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So இங்கேயும் 3 chloro இருக்கு, இங்கேயும் 3 chloro இருக்கு. Option A or B தான். 2 chloro 4 chloro ரெண்டுமே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிடலாம், omit பண்ணிடலாம். So அப்ப 3 chloro 4 oxo butanol சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Functional group ஓட preferenceல அது தப்பு. So hence your option is going to be 3 chloro butanoic acid, right? Thank you. See this question, we are asked to predict the alkene, right? Which is going to give same product in the presence and absence of peroxide, right? Okay. So as we all know that if you have an unsymmetrical alkene in the absence of peroxide follows Marconic of addition. Similarly, if you have a unsymmetrical alkene, that too in the presence of peroxide, it follows anti-Marconic of addition. But symmetrical alkenes will give same product in the presence and absence of peroxide, right? Okay, so see your options. You have propene, that is an unsymmetrical alkene, and but-1-ene, it is also an unsymmetrical alkene. But your 2-butene is a symmetrical alkene. See, this is your 2-butene. Right, so this is a symmetrical alkene. Hence, it gives you same product in the presence and absence of peroxide. Right, so your option is C. See this question, we are asked to predict the ester which on reacting with benzoic acid. Right, so as we all know that all reactivity of alcohol will be primary will be greater than secondary and than tertiary. Here you are given with this is your primary alcohol and this is your secondary alcohol and this is also your primary alcohol. This is your tertiary alcohol. So you can omit the options. You can cut out C as well as D. You have to go for your options either A or B. Right. Out of these two, you have minimum number of alkenes due to the inductive effect. A minimum number of alkene will be more reactive than maximum number of alkene. Here you have 2 alkyl groups. Here you have 3 alkyl groups. Okay, it will form ester more rapidly, right? So your option is going to be A, that is primary alcohol. Out of that, you have here you have ethanol and here you have propanol. Ethanol will be more reactive. See this question. In this, you are given with principal quantum number and then magnetic quantum number, and you are asked to predict which will have maximum number of electrons. That is, the quantum numbers n3 and m1 will have how many electrons, right? As we all know that n3 in the sense L will be n minus 1, that is 2, right? L may be 0, 1 or 2. If L is 0, m will be 0, and if L is 1, m may be minus 1, plus 1 and 0, right? Here you have 1 plus 1, that is here you may have 2 electrons. Similarly, if your L value is 2, m value will be minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Here you have 1 plus 1. That will have 2 electrons. Here 2 electrons and here you have 2 electrons. In total, it will have 4 electrons. That is in option D. If you have principal quantum number 3 and magnetic quantum number plus 1, then it will contain 4 electrons. Right? It will contain 4 electrons. See this question. In this, you are asked to predict the highest freezing point. So as we all know that depends on your I value. If I value is greater than 1, it will have lowest freezing point. That is depression in freezing point. If I value is equal to 1 or less than 1, then it will have highest freezing point. Out of this, it will have 4 ions. Hence, I value will be 4. And here you have Na3PO4. Here you will have 4 ions. But in glucose, I value will be 1 because it is a non-electrolyte. Hence, it will have highest freezing point. Right? And your option is C. See this question, it is from the unit electrochemistry and from the Faraday's law, right? So we must know how to predict either it is Faraday's first law or second law, right? It is you are given with 3 different electrolytes, hence it is from Faraday's second law. Okay, so நம்மள என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க, you are given with that is same current is passed in silver nitrate, zinc sulfate and chromium sulfate, right? What is the mole ratio of Cr, Ag and Zn? As we all know that Cr will be in Cr3 plus, hence it will give 1 by 3, and Ag will be in Ag plus, so 1 by 3 is to 1, and zinc will be in Zn2 plus, hence it will be 1 by, so we will be getting 2 is to 6 is to 3, that is your option D, right? This question, it is a statement equation. Already I have said many times that we must have some theoretical knowledge to answer these kind of questions, right? So it is from the unit solutions, right? So என்ன சொல்லிருக்காங்க, assertion is addition of non-volatile into a volatile solvent decreases the vapor pressure, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, right? Okay, so as we all know that assertion is correct, right? What is your reason? So when non-volatile solute dissolves in liquid, it will occupy the surface, so that what happens, relative low pressure will get decreased. That is, reason is also correct, and reason is the correct explanation of your assertion. So your option will be A, right? See, you are asked to find the conjugate base of H2PO4. So conjugate base will have a H plus lesser, right? And conjugate acid will have a H plus higher. And so H2PO4 learn or H plus kammina, it will be HPO4 2 minus. Similarly, so you have to know what conjugate acid of H2PO4 will be H3PO4, right? See this question, it is a statement type question. Here you are given with first statement is conductivity of all electrolytes decreases on dilution. As we all know that conductivity is inversely proportional to conductivity of all electrolytes decreases on dilution. It is correct. On dilution, number of ions per unit volume decreases. So statement 1 and as well as statement 2 both are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for your statement 1. Hence your option A, right? See this question, in this you are asked to predict which compound or molecule cannot be used for the estimation of nitrogen, right? Okay, so as we all know that Geldal method is used to predict the presence of nitrogen, but அது ரிங்ல இருந்ததுன்னா நம்மளால என்ன பண்ண முடியாது, கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது இல்லையா? So யூரியால கால்குலேட் பண்ணலாம், யூரியால Geldal method யூஸ் பண்ணி எவ்வளவு நைட்ரஜன் இருக்குன்னு எஸ்டிமேட் பண்ணலாம். As well as in aniline we can able to predict, phenyl hydrazine also we can able to predict, but in pyridine we cannot predict because that nitrogen will be present in the ring, right? Question இதுல del not lesser than pairing energy எந்த electronic configuration இருக்கும்னு predict பண்ண சொல்லி கேக்குறாங்க. So del not அப்படின்றது இந்த splitting இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த splittingக்கு நடுவுல இருக்க எனர்ஜி கேப் அதிகமா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா fourth electron என்ன ஆகாது, T2G3 வரைக்கும் நமக்கு காமன் தான். T2G4 என்ன ஆகாது, மேல போகாது, del not வேல்யூ அதிகமா இருந்தா. del not வேல்யூ கம்மியா இருந்தா என்னவா இருக்கும், பேர் ஆயிடும். இது என்ன மாதிரியான லிகாண்ட்ஸ்க்கு நடக்கும், if you have strong field ligand இருந்தது அப்படின்னா del not எப்படி இருக்கும், will be greater, அப்ப pairing நடக்காது. இப்போ ligand வீக்கா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, if your ligand is weak, then del not எப்படி இருக்கும், லெஸரா இருக்கும் comparing to your pairing இல்லையா? அப்போ fourth electron எங்க தான் போகும், Eg1க்கு தான் போகும், right? அப்போ T2G3 and Eg2 is possible for weak field ligand. அப்போ del not உடைய வேல்யூ எப்படி இருக்கும், will have lesser than pairing energy, right? Okay, so T2G2 and Eg3, this is wrong, and as well as T2G4 Eg1, this is also wrong. T2G1 and Eg4, this is also wrong. Hence your option is going to be first one, right? இப்போ T2G4 and Eg0 கொடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னா அது எந்த கைண்ட் ஆஃப் லிகாண்டுக்கு you have to answer, right?